I'm Perry Red. This is Socially Speaking. I just want to take a minute to share with you our commentary from the other side of the tracks. So, to burn or not to burn? You ask yourself that. See, for me, here is the deal. We built this country. This country is built off the backs of blacks, of those descendants from Africa, and those natives who were here on this land. And I think about the Arawaks who were raped and pillaged and exterminated when Europeans came across the sea. And Columbus wasn't the first European. No, surely not. And I think about the Native Americans who were displaced and moved, who were killed, exterminated, their food source exterminated just for the hell of it, just cause. And that's what I saw in Derek Chauvin. He had his knee on a man subdued just cause. And he had help. You see, yes, they charged Derek Chauvin, but at the time of the airing of this Socially Speaking episode, they still haven't charged the other three. Now, if these were Negroes, their asses would be in jail by now. That's what's problematic. I'm an ANC commissioner here in Washington, D.C. I was duly elected, not by a great number of people. But I look at it like this, that if the people ever truly spoke, if the people truly ever cared, if the people truly believed in a system that was not designed to fail, the people would not continue to vote for the same thing and do the same thing and accept the same thing and expect a different result. That is why my hope lies in young people. My hope lies in my grandchildren. My hope lies in the young people who are right now raising hell. Some are peacefully protesting and others not so peaceful. But this is the language of those unheard. To burn or not to burn? You're talking to yourself. And I'm seeing it all in the news. Whenever I hear an interview on National Public, NPR, excuse me. When I'm listening to the major networks who are owned by corporation advertising, I'm hearing the question again, to burn or not to burn? It's elementary, Watson. When you have been screwed over and ignored, when you have been lied to and placated for so very long, it is time to make your voice heard. And the only voice that this country, led by white Americans here, is a dollar bill. That's it. Don't shit else matter. Just the dollar bill. I'm angry about what happened to Ahmaud Arbery. How white men felt so privileged that they could chase down and lynch, effectually, kill a black man because they were challenged in what they see as their privilege. I watched those protesters who came out to reopen America, they came with guns. So here are the protesters, Black Lives Matter, and those who are protesting the police-induced death of George Floyd, and your so-called president with his racist ass calling them thugs and all kinds of pejoratives and talking about reliving the 60s with police force. And this country ain't ashamed. Even those supposedly God-fearing evangelicals, they tolerate the most vile behavior of a person who is your voice, your face to the rest of the world, your leader in your country.
In a surreal moment, President Trump walked out of the White House and across the park to St. John's Church, which was set on fire just the night before. He held up a Bible, declaring,
"We're a great country." That's my thought. So, this past weekend, I watched the documentary about Adolf Hitler and how Hitler used propaganda to gain control of a democracy and turn it into a dictatorship. You can best believe Trump is taking his cues from those who have read Mein Kampf. It is so easy. You see, Donald Trump ain't never put his hands on nobody. Number one, he's a coward. Donald Trump, he ain't never put his knuckles to nothing. It's because he's a wuss, for lack of better words, because I've got some choice words, but name calling don't never win no fight. It just changes the minds of those who witness the name calling. That's why Donald Trump is your so-called president. Because he was able to finesse himself with the most vile and base attitudes and behaviors. And who did he convince to vote for him? Only those with the most violent.
Red Media.